Guys, and welcome to my latest Plan With Me video. This is Lachette of Scarlet Moon Creations, and this Plan With Me is for the October dark moon, the dark moon or new moon as some describe it in Libra. And let's just get into it. This is my cover page. The full moon this month in October will be called the Hunter Moon, so I did this. The color scheme I'm using is orange and purple. It's a very Halloween-esque color scheme, but not one I've done before, and I like it. These are the Stabilo pens I'm using and the colors, and oddly enough 54 and 55, even though they're two different colors. Also, for my primary Tombow set, this is the orange one, and of course, as always, the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen in small. And I don't think I'll be using this too much this month, but who knows. This Jelly Roll in white. So, like I said, this is my cover page in my monthly trackers. Let's just, I will give you a flip through of the previous month, if it will focus. And not a lot has changed. Well, not a lot has changed in my collections insert. I really need to do the cover for this. I just keep forgetting and I have not put it on any to-do list. But yeah, so moving on to a month. Here we go. Last month, Harvest Moon. I will fill this in if you want to see the finalized version of this cover page. Check it out on Instagram a few days after this video goes up. I will have my favorite moments in here. So yeah, the Harvest Moon was the last September new moon in Virgo, and I went with that space theme. These are my pages. This is just showing you the events that were crossed off here. This is my income and expenses page, which I'm kind of covering in, but you can basically see how it looks filled in. This page here is the mood tracker I kind of used somewhat, inspired by Cares and Graces on Instagram. I didn't use it as much as I had planned to, but I did like it and I did think about it, using it more. It's just I didn't have the bullet journal with me, which is the problem, but I am going to use this again this upcoming month, which you'll see in a minute, and probably fill more in. My habit tracker, so you can see I did not do as much as I should have, but I did track, and like I said before, this is not actual dates, these numbers, just how many times I've done this in the 30-day period for the month. And just as a quick reminder, I go from dark moon to dark moon or new moon to new moon, so that would be September 10th to October 9th was the month, and I just put X's this time. And so yeah, this is what the bar graph is supposed to look like, except, you know, hopefully I would have done more in that time period, but I didn't. I'm okay with that. I'm just getting back to tracking, and I'm happy with the way this turned out. I'll probably do some decorating up here at some point in the next couple of days, and you can follow me on Instagram, link in the description down below, to see how that turns out. And I will actually be putting my review of the month in these pages here. And really quick, my daily pages. Actually, no, this is a great time. I got a new insert. I did say I was going to make a new one, and so I did. Another file folder insert, this one for autumn. I only added a couple of pages because we're well into autumn already with October and November only. So yeah, this is from something, I don't know, I got in the mail, and I did some brush lettering there, and then my pages on the inside are dyed and dried. So yeah, this is all just decorative papers that I've gotten from Paper Source, I think. This is from a paper pack that I do not remember, but it'll be on screen here and the link in the description down below. Like I said, regular printer paper, but dyed. And my October content calendar. This insert is always for business purposes, 90%. And I'll go over my weekly spreads in a minute, but just so you can see like how I dye the pages. I have used, natural dyes in the past, but I wanted to make this quickly, and so I just used like the dyes you get at the store. That 4-pack of red, green, yellow, and blue. And so that's the new insert, very simple. And for my daily pages, no, it's August. Here we go. Again, keeping up the space theme with some constellations. Some of these are actual constellations. Don't ask me, I don't remember what I did. I also drew some planets here, shooting star there. Not bad about keeping up with the daily pages. This is the most daily pages I've actually put in here since March. And yeah, I'm starting my Hunter Moon setup now. I know this is Scorpio because I am a Scorpio. It's not perfect, but it's as close as I can get it without it being too much. So that was my quick flip through. Now let's go to the beginning here. Oh, there we go. Alright, so I drew this little moon. I don't remember where I got this like font from. Someone on Instagram I saw did something like this. It might not have been hand drawn like the way I did it, but just an actual font. I have like a spiderweb theme going, other than the orange and purple. Here is my monthly log, and this will be my projects page. I will fill this in actually now. So mostly what I do is go to the previous month and look at what I didn't finish and what I need to continue. So an M video, that's for the YouTube Pagans Challenge, also on this channel. So subscribe if you want to see those. There is a playlist. And yeah, let me fill this in real quick and then go over those with you. Okay, so I'm back, and these are my projects for this month. It's a little slanted. I'm not too worried about it. Um, I'm not in my usual space, and so like writing is a little bit more difficult, but also, I don't know, it looks kind of Halloweeny to me. Anyway, um, so yeah, my birthday is coming up, and my brother's birthday is coming up. Daylight savings time is coming. All honestly, last month started the avalanche of birthdays, so there's that. Anyway, here's my habit tracker again this month. Very similar to last month, just a different color scheme. Again, not dates, but just the number of times I've done things. And yeah, maybe I should put a spider web here. I don't know. I didn't think about decorating this page, so we'll see. Now, my income and expense page, very similar to all the previous ones. A little bit of a close-up so you can see what things say, and then my spider web there. I decided to give a artsy mood tracker a try this month. So I drew the spider web. 30 days I'll have spiders in the various colors matching with my mood put in here. So you'll see that. That's what the little spiders will look like, and they'll each be color coordinated with the moods. So that's that mood tracker. But for something more elaborate, here is for bad days. And yes, I started with pencil here and then finished with the artist pit pen, but that's okay. Anyway, this is more true to for Cares and Graces over on Instagram, their spread, and it's called For Bad Days. And this does not have 30 days worth of things in here, but just in case, I just made enough because I was going with the flow basically. So again, you put the date, how do I feel, so this is my spread based off of Cares and Graces on Instagram for bad days. And it's another type of mood tracker, but it's an as you go thing for bad days. So I don't have like 30 days worth of lines here. And this is definitely not as pretty and in a well laid out way like Cares and Graces, but I like it. The whole point is when you're having bad feelings to put them down and maybe figure out why, and then here are some corresponding things that usually make you feel better, so like check them off to see if you've done them. See kind of what works. I went with circles instead of squares because I did not have the patience to draw all the squares that she did. But anyway, this is closer to the layout that she had, so I can't wait to give it a try. I'm not expecting to fill this all up, but to fill it more than I did before. And just in case you can't see it very well, there's the date. How do I feel? Like, what's the bad feeling? And is there a reason why, or what do I think the reason is? And then, did I eat? Have I drunk enough water? Did I take a shower or a bath? A bath is slightly more luxurious. I don't live by myself, so that's why. But it's not. It's just like a upgrade to the shower, I guess. I have to put more work into taking a bath. Have I exercised? And have I gone outdoors, taken a walk, seen some greenery, had some fresh air, journaled? So that could be, regular writing or art journaling, whatever have you. Bullet journaling as well, I'm going to include in there. Sometimes I get a little angsty when I have too much on my mind. So just like plopping it down, pensive style, so it's out of my head and on paper, can calm me down. A little divination, talking with my spirit guides or with my subconscious, and pulling a card to maybe get some clarity on why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling and how I can go about changing that. Art, so it does not necessarily have to be art journaling. Just I should probably change this to like create instead. Creating something. I like making things, so that. Sleep, have I gotten enough sleep? I do get cranky without enough sleep. And then, what is this? Talk. Sometimes I need to talk to someone else, a friend, a family member. Pretty pictures. Pretty pictures sometimes is all I need. Looking at my Tumblr feed of pretty pictures is nice. Looking at Instagram sometimes is really helpful. Just looking at the perfectly laid out photos on Pinterest is helpful sometimes too. And clean. How clean is my space? So yeah, I'll just fill in the spaces. I did these circles in pencil, and then I found my Faber-Castell pen and finished it out like that. This is not a perfect thing, so I'm fine with that. And yeah, my October content calendar, I actually have to put in the little post-it notes still. But here are some holidays, and I have a campaign or two I want to add to this. But yeah, this was dyed using yellow and red egg dye, the chemical stuff that you can buy in any store here in the U.S. And that does make the paper, like, you can see through it easier. So it's my first week of October, and whoops, sorry about that. This is my current week, my second week of October, first week of this moon phase. So I'll just continue to use this until it's filled up and then make one for winter. And the last thing, of course, I will show you guys is my cards for the month. Like I said in previous videos, I pick out 4 cards for every month at the beginning of the year, and one each from 4 different decks. Let me try to show this without the glare, if I can. These are all glossy, and I think that's the best I can do. Okay, so different ones, 4 different decks. I used the Tilt deck for the element of air, the Deviant Moon deck for the element of fire, the Llewellyn deck for the element of earth, I'm sorry, the Llewellyn deck for the element of water, and this Oracle deck is Brian Frown's Fairy Oracle, and I use that for earth. And like I said, each card corresponds to an element, which of course corresponds to an area of life. And what I do is I just kind of look at these cards real quick, get a basic overview of how I think the month will go. Not an in-depth reading, but kind of like a gloss over reading. And at the end of the month, I'll go back and compare. So I meant to do a video for September showing my September new moon cards, but due to my phone inexplicably dying for 2 weeks and then magically coming back on again, I decided to let that go and just go with this one. So stay tuned this week for a video about last month's cards and how I feel about them, and a more in-depth look at these. So that concludes my plan with me for this month, the October moon month. And in case you were wondering, I really do consider the planning, the putting together of these monthly spreads to be part of my dark moon ritual. The new moon, or dark moon as I call it, is generally associated with starting new things, with the beginning of things, also with planning. And I like to make putting this all together into a ritual. So while filming this video is not the ritual, the creation of these pages, these spreads, is part of my dark moon, new moon ritual. And this moon is in Libra. This is all about balance, so I try to focus on that, and not stress myself out too much, and it turned out really well. I'm hoping it will continue to be so throughout this moon phase. And you would think that I'm in a different place and it's a different type of day, so there would be no ambulances going by, but you would be wrong, and so would I be. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next month for the next plan with me. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you guys next month. Bye.